Hello, children. I'm Victoria Carlton. I love reading Bible stories to kids, and most kids call me Vicky. So this is a great story that I'm going to read to you today, and a really, really important story. And it's from the first book in the Bible. It's from the Old Testament, before Jesus came to earth, and it's from the very first book. It's from Genesis. And I'm telling it to you from the Lectionary Story Bible by Ralph Milton. God had told Abram and Sarai many times that they were going to have a child, but they started to not believe because they were getting older and older, and they started to think maybe they weren't going to have a baby at all. Each year they got a few more wrinkles and a few more aches and pains, just like your grandparents do. But they really, really wanted a baby. One day, God said to Abram, "Remember my promise. Always remember. And because of my promise, I want you to change your name. Right now, your name is Abram, which means important father. But from now on, your name will be Abraham, which means the father of many. And Sarai should change her name too. Call her Sarah, which means princess. Sarah will be the mother of many nations." Abraham told Sarah about this talk that he'd had with God. "But how can this be?" he said. "I'm too old to be anyone's dad." Then, one day when Sarah was working inside the tent and Abraham was sitting under a tree outside, they had some visitors. Sarah looked out through the door of the tent. Are they sent by God? She wondered. Abraham and Sarah were always kind to visitors when they came. So Sarah baked some bread and Abraham got some meat, and soon they had a nice meal ready. After the meal, while Abraham and the three visitors sat under the tree outside the tent, one of the visitors said something that was very hard to believe. "I'll be coming back in about 1 year," he said, "and by then Sarah will already have a baby." Sarah was listening inside the tent. At first she giggled a little at the idea of it. A woman as old as a grandma having a baby? Then she started to laugh. She laughed so hard that she couldn't stop. "Why is Sarah laughing?" said the man. "Is anything too hard for God?" "Oh, I didn't laugh," said Sarah. "You did laugh. You definitely did laugh," said the man. "But remember, a year from now, you will have a baby." When they heard this, Sarah and Abraham both laughed until their sides ached. They laughed and laughed and laughed. Then, one day, the amazing thing happened. Sarah became pregnant. Even though she was really, really old, she had a baby. She and Abraham were so happy as they looked at their tiny baby boy with his little fists and his tightly closed eyes. So they gave their baby a special name. They called him Isaac, and Isaac means laughter. What a great name to have, laughter. What a happy name to have. God's promise was coming true after all. Sarah and Abraham knew this as they smiled at the little baby in their arms. They would become great, great, great grandparents, and all because of God's promise and a baby named Isaac, a baby named Laughter. Isn't that such a great story? And have a look at them. Here's Abraham and Sarah and their baby Isaac. Can you see how old they are? Have a look at Abraham's beard. He's got a long grey beard. He's got lots and lots of lines on his face, just like me. And Sarah is the same. Sarah is very old and she's got lots of wrinkles and aches and pains, and yet God gave them a baby, a special baby, and the baby was called Isaac. So Sarai, her name changed to Sarah, which meant princess. All right. Abram, his name was changed to Abraham, and their baby was called Isaac, which meant laughter. What a fantastic name to have. So, because these names are rather important in this story, it might be interesting for you to talk to your parents and say, where did my name come from? What does my name mean? And also maybe you could find out what your parents' names mean as well. All right, thank you so much for listening to this story, and I really look forward to reading you another story very, very soon. Bye.